Hello everybody, this is again Coding Atlas, and today we are studying for each loop and list data structure. So let's say we have this array right here with fruits. Let's try print them out. So we did it the same way as we did it in previous tutorials, but there is a more efficient way to do this. Firstly, I commented out the for loop so it won't be executed by the compiler. Secondly, I added for each loop. How does for each loop work? Firstly, we declare a variable of the same type as the type of array elements, and let's say we call it fruit, because multiple is fruits, singular is fruit. This variable is equivalent to fruits index I, so every single element of the array is this variable. It goes like first element, fruit equals to apple, then fruit equals to orange, then fruit equals to banana, and so on. It doesn't store the index, it stores only the variable itself from the array. So we can just print it out and see what we have. But pay attention, this variable is a copy of each element from the array, so we cannot modify it. Let's try modify it and see it. And you can see we get an error, cannot assign to fruit because it is a for each iteration variable. So this variable is non-assignable, it's used only to read from it. Now what if we want to add another fruit or remove a fruit from the array? In this case we need a data structure called list. List is basically a dynamic array. Or if you take other languages, it can be called a vector or also a list. List is a dynamic data structure to store data. And it is similar to array, but we can add elements to it or remove from it. Let's try create one. That's how we initialize one, but it has no elements yet. So let's add some elements. We do it like this. Now let's break down the syntax. What we have here. Firstly, list keyword. Then in these triangular braces, we put the data type of the elements. Let's say the string. Then we give the name. And then we initialize the object of list. List is a class, and we'll cover classes later, but right now just know that if you want to initialize an object of the class, you write new name of the class, which is list in this case, and then because it requires a type of the element, we give it here, and then we put normal braces. After it, for giving it default values, we write it like this. No equal sign between it. And it works. Now let's try modify it. Let's try add some elements to it or remove some elements from it. We can remove a specific element like this. This will remove any apple element in the list. You see, we don't have apple here. We can add an element. Here we have pineapple. For example, let's insert at the index of 2 a watermelon. Let's see if it works. 0, 1, 2. Index 2, watermelon is here. So this one adds it to the end of the list. This one adds it at a specific index. We can also remove add. For example, we add a watermelon here at the second index. I will remove the second index. It means watermelon will not be added. It will be added, then it will be removed. Let's see. And we see no watermelon here. Now we can reverse the list. Now check this out. What we have here is apple, orange, kiwi, banana. Without apple because it will be deleted with pineapple, the last one. Now what we do is we reverse the list. Check this. Pineapple was the last one because we added it here. Then it was banana, kiwi, orange, and apple which we removed. And it was inversed, it means the first element now is pineapple, then goes banana, kiwi, orange, and so on. Then we can sort it. And let's sort it after we reverse it. In this case, it will sort it by the first letter of the word. You can see banana is first because B comes before K, then O, then P. Then we can clear it, removing all the elements. Fruits, empty. And we can access it the exactly same way as we do with a normal array. We do it in a Foreach loop right here, and it still works. And we can also still access it by the index as we do with arrays. It works the exactly same way. This was all for today. This was a very small lesson, but the next one is gonna be pretty interesting because we study functions. And after functions, we're gonna have a little project, which is quite interesting and gonna utilize all the knowledge we already have. So, see you in the next video. If you wanna support the channel, you can like the videos, subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.